What's going on, guys? Prestige here, and I'm back again with another video. Today we got a Call of Duty video, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys about the worst customer I have experienced so far working in retail. So where I work at, we do a lot of home improvement. So working home improvement brings in a lot of customers daily, as in obviously people want to improve the house and kind of fix the things that were broken. No. So yeah, a lot of people come in and out of the store I work at all the time. So it's not like I don't interact with people or customers that often. But this one customer blew me away last night. So first the customer calls us, which is very nice of them to do because not a lot of people call us and asking us if we can cut glass. So she calls us to ask if we can replace her broken trailer door window. And I tell her, yeah, of course, we can cut it up and we can give you a new piece to hopefully fix your trailer. She said, okay, question, do I need to remove the glass? Now, first and foremost, what type of fucking question is that? Why would I, at where I work, $15 an hour job, want to clear your broken glass that I didn't create? So I tell her very nicely and calmly that unfortunately I cannot remove any of the glass. Hold on really quick. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I tell her that very nicely and calmly that hey, unfortunately it's broken glass. We cannot discard it for you. As in it's a safety hazard for us and we just can't unfortunately do that. So she says, "Okay, fine. Let me get the glass out and bring it down." I said, "Okay, no problem. See you soon." So I'm not thinking much about this customer and I go on about my day just doing normal employee stuff like restocking shelves, putting up things that are too much in our aisles. And then here she comes walking in. So whatever. I go about my day, not really thinking much about her, like I said. And then here comes this woman that has two frames and is asking for a glass to be cut. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll just do this really quick and go on with my day. Little do I know what type of problem I'm going to be dealing with here. So she says, no. She doesn't ask me. She demands me. I need these to be cut. I kindly tell her, yeah, of course, no problem. Do you know the dimensions of it? And she tells me, no, I do not know the dimensions of it. So then, oh, great. I have to go out of my way to go and figure out what size I need for glass that isn't even mine. Appreciate you, my boy. So yeah, I have to go out of my way, measure the glass, and then she wants me to cut it for her. Whatever. It is what it is. So I go in and get my friend, or I go and get my one of my coworkers to help me measure it out because I don't want to be the one responsible for it for messing up a measurement. I'm not really good with tape measures, so I was like, let me get one of my coworkers to help me out. Helps me out, and we get the dimensions. Perfect. I'll go in the glass machine. I'll cut it. I go in there, and she doesn't even talk to me one bit. She goes on like I'm nobody. So whatever. I get in there. She's being rude. I'll just go in and cut the glass. Now I'm in there and I am taking my time with this glass because now I'm in there taking my time cutting this glass because the last thing I want is for this woman to come back in with this attitude and tell me that I'm wrong and I need to recut it. So I line up the glass about 4 or 5 times on the first piece and I'm pretty confident. Like, if you were to ask me, did I fail on this glass or not? I'm like gonna tell you straight up, nah. This is some of my best piece of glass cutting I have ever done. So I wrap it up and I hand it to her. Perfect. So far, so good. We're doing all right. Then here comes the second piece of glass. Now, normally it's something that we can't control, but unfortunately, our glass cutter isn't always the most precise thing in the world. Because then again, we are a retailer. We don't specialize in we don't specialize in glass cutting. That is not our main priority where I work. Our main priority is just getting the best customer service out there and helping people along the way with whatever else they need. So then they hand me for the second piece of glass, they needed 29 inches to go vertical across. Unfortunately, where I work, the best we can do is either 28 or 30 inches to be vertical. And because it's not like this pristine glass cutting machine, it's like if your grandpa said, I can cut glass out of my basement now, you're gonna kind of be like, okay, sort of deal. So I try the best I can with my two options that I'm given. And now maybe I shouldn't have used this one piece of glass. I used a 28 by 32. So you know what? I try and cut it the best I can, and I tell them, hopefully this works out. Have a good day. And like I said earlier, these folks were not talking to me. They were completely ignoring me, not even giving me the type of day, not being like responsive or like even like friendly at all. So I was not in like a big hurry to sit there and talk to them if they needed anything else. So I give them their two pieces of glass and then I'm off doing my own thing. Roaming the aisles, helping customers, doing whatever is needed for me to do. And then all of a sudden I get a call on this like walkie-talkie type of thing that we call a zebra. And sure shit, it's hey, I have a customer here that wants their glass cut. No problems. I come up to customer service to greet the customer and just ask them what type of glass do they need cut and do they know the dimensions? And it's the same people, or it's the same person that came in asking for the glass cut. So she was already in a bad mood because another retailer lied to her and they said that they couldn't get it done till next Tuesday. So now she's really mad. So so the customer service rep who I'm working with tells me that, oh yep, this is glasses return, so you can do whatever you need to do with it. So cool, whatever. I go back and I remember her dimensions. I wrote on a piece of paper. The piece of paper was still there. So I'm back in the little glass cutting area, and lo and behold, I'm running into the same problem. It's not going to be that exact fit that she is wanting. So I decide I'll be the smart employee and I will call somebody higher up than me to ask them what to do in this situation because I get where they're coming from. They're probably really mad at me for wasting their time and spending $20. As I'm unwrapping the paper that we are supposed to wrap the glass in so it doesn't break or is less likely to break on the car ride home, I notice I notice that there's like this glue like resin type substance on it. And so I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? So I slide it behind the glass area where I can cut it. And I cut off the glue parts so we can resell the actual glass later. Cutting off the non glue parts took me about like 3 seconds. It was real simple. She didn't mess it up too badly. And we were able to actually resell it pretty like fairly because it wasn't all that bad. So I cut it up and I'm working on the replacement glass that she returned because I have the right dimensions. I don't have to do anything else besides just recut it. And I get called again saying, "Hey, can anybody cut glass?" And I look at the area where we cut glass. I go, "Hey, boss man, I'm already working on it. So you don't ask anyone else to come." So he calls overhead. No worries, Keith got it. So boom, working on it and it's not fitting right. It's not fitting like she's wanting to fitting. It's not getting that perfect cut that she's wanting for. So me being me and kind of being over the whole situation and the customer, I call one of my higher up workers and ask them to come down to glass cutting. And I tell them the situation and they tell me that let me call someone else that knows more about this whole ordeal and I'll let them decide what to do. So she comes down and tells us, well, it's not accurate or precise cut, so there's nothing really we can do. So I go up to customer service and I tell her, hey, unfortunately, we just can't cut it how you're wanting it. And she gives me the most like confused and like disgusting look I have seen out of a person in a while. So I tell her again, unfortunately, we just can't cut the glass the way you want us to. So she looks at me and she goes, let me speak to your manager. I go, yep, no problem. Absolutely. Let me call him up here. And then she just walks away. As she's walking away, I ask her, "Ma'am, I can call her that," and then she just completely ignores me. So whatever, she gets the two I talked to earlier, and they tell her the same thing I told her, is that unfortunately we just can't cut it that precise. If you want it to be cut that precise, you need to go somewhere else. Now she's even more furious. She wasted her time coming down here. People lied to her about cutting glass, and she wasted 20 bucks even though she got her money back. At this point, my job is to just kind of de-escalate that situation. So the best thing I can do is we talk to each other and we decide, hey, why don't we just give her our biggest piece of glass so she can go somewhere and have it professionally cut. Perfect idea, right? But before we even give her that option, she tells me, "Well, I would like my other piece of glass." I told her, "Well, unfortunately, I can't do that. It's already cut up. You had glue in it when you came in here, and I was trying to resell it and throw it away, or and throw the glue away. So I can't give you back your glass." I told her, I can absolutely give you back your glass, but the problem is that it's gonna be way too small for what you're needing it for." So she says, "Whatever," and we ring her up the bill, and we took off even 15% of 26 bucks. And she was so pissed. So she went to go talk to other customer service, some of my other customer service workers. And they were like, "Hold on, Keith, Keith gave you attitude. The person that Keith gave you attitude, the person that couldn't even hurt a fly if he wanted to gave you attitude." She tells the customer, "Nope, you must have misunderstood the situation because Keith always tries his best to give the customer what they want." Psh, I was flabbergasted when I heard that because normally, man, in retail, either people like you or they don't. And I'll be honest, I feel like a lot of people at my work don't like me, which is whatever. I mean, it ain't hurting my ego or getting me upset. It's not like these guys are my friends and my coworkers. So my whole thing is get my job done and get out. So whatever. I walk away from the situation and come to find out she told one of my other coworkers that I'm racist. And I was flabbergasted. I was like, "In what way was I ever racist towards you? I never made any remarks or comments. I did what you asked me to do, or at least I tried to do what you asked me to do, and I couldn't do it." If that's being racist, then man, I'm a lot more racist to people than her. Because I let down a lot of people at work a lot of times because we just simply don't have a lot of things. So I guess letting them down is being racist now. Shit, I guess so. So I go back to work today, and the whole thing clowned by all of my coworkers, by like 60-year-old like cashier workers asking me to go cut glass for them. Like it's like this whole running joke now. And I'm like, "Man, I did nothing to deserve this treatment." But whatever, man. You know what? If you're going to be like that at a part-time minimum wage work who's earning minimum wage, then you just shouldn't be out in public if you're going to be that rude to people. So if I can tell you guys anything out of this whole experience, it's to not be so like hard on your retail workers. We don't earn a whole lot of money to deal with people being dicks. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy this little story time of me telling you guys about my worst customer I have worked with so far. If you liked what you heard and liked the gameplay, please hit the like and subscribe button as I will be posting about 2 to 3 more times this week. So please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's been your boy Prestige. Peace.